Welcome back, everybody, to Pro League. We are in the midst of a possible Flash all kill against the Jin Air Green Wings. There's only one more player that the Jin Air Green Wings do have to send out here. It's their last life. We have predicted it will be SOS.
Yeah, I think basically everybody in the world is thinking SOS is the guy. Any other pick would be absurd and crazy at this point in time.
Absolutely insane and unforgivable for the fans, I'd have to say. Everyone wants to see $, and hot $. There he is.
It's the man himself.
Not the same record he had last year. Last year he was tied with Hero for first place. This time, bit of a shaky record at 13 and 12 at the end of the year.
7 last wins. Definitely one of these Protosses that has turned into kind of this trickster Protoss that he does these crazy builds, hidden bases, you know, proxy oracles, DTs, and PvP.
Yep,
oftentimes.
Absolutely, and he's going to definitely need that against Flash because Flash is a steamroller in this matchup. He'll play very greedy. He'll try and really come strong in the mid to late game and look for those timings that are just going to crush the Protoss.
I feel like I just want to say one thing before we go into this game. Flash is 11 and 13 regular season for the year. Right, that's a negative record. This guy is now in postseason, in day 2, potentially going to all kill Jin Air. It just goes to show how important form is. Current form for a player is much more important than the stats you see on screen.
Very good point. Let's take a closer look at the stats here. SOS is good in the PvT matchup, 7 and 4. But Flash is also good in the PvP matchup, 6 and 3. Has already defeated one Protoss today in Trap. And has a huge amount of momentum behind him.
Yeah, I'm certainly favoring Flash once again. Just with that momentum alone says a lot. But in this matchup, in this map, Terraform, great for Terran against Protoss.
Should be an easy cleanup for Flash, but let's see if SOS can pull something off. Let's jump into game number 4 on Terraform between Flash and SOS right now. Down here in the bottom right, in the red, he's got 3 kills already. Looking for that all kill. It is God himself, Flash.
And up here at the top left, in green for Jin Air Green Wings, it is $$ SOS, the last man standing. Jin Air gone in a flash.
Yes.
Well said.
Yes. I
Well
like that
said.
sort of cheerful, and it could be the case. We'll have to see after this game.
Now, SOS is not the plan. This is everything has gone wrong. We don't even want to send him out on this map, but we have no choice.
Rogue was the plan, right? He was the plan on Iron Fortress. Okay, take out Flash. You're going into Coda next map. You're decently good on that map. You got this, Rogue. He goes down. Maru has to come out on Coda. You got Terraform up next. Seems like a good plan. Save SOS. Maru goes down. And now we do have SOS to get 4 in a row if Jin Air wants any chance.
It's a complete disaster situation from Jin Air. They might even be looking at it right now and be like, well, you know, at least we got tomorrow. At least we won that first day, so we can come into tomorrow better prepared like we were.
Yeah.
Look at this.
We're going to see a forward gate here, the Wolf Gate.
The gate that gets sniped in the mid-game if it doesn't do damage early.
Yep.
Gate.
Let's see if he can find anything with this Mothership Stalker. Potentially even Zealot pressure again, trying to punish Flash's greedy CC first builds that we see him do oftentimes on this map. We're going to see it again.
As expected, to be honest. I mean, it's Flash. He's always going to try for that CC first. Him and TY, very similar in style when it comes to this kind of early greedy opening.
He also didn't scout versus Trap super early on until his Reaper came out, so he's not going to know about this early on either.
Yeah, he's just going to pretty much accept it full in the face here and just try to have to defend as best as he can once he does eventually see it. Having to pull down some extra SCVs here. Maybe he's going to be tipped off by this early probe coming across. Or maybe he'll just think, oh, SOS wants to make sure I'm going for CC first.
That pylon scares me, by the way. The one that's right in front of the assimilator that isn't mining right now.
Yeah.
It scares me. It's like, is that actually in the way? Because sometimes it can be. He's like just not going to mind for him. He's like, you know what? I did screw up.
He's going to take the gold base again, guys.
Ooh.
What is going on with this player?
That makes sense. There we go, 1. All right, looks all right.
I don't know if I like this. He's going to have the Zealot pressure in front of this to give him some space.
Taking a chance. Not a bad idea against someone like Flash. This kind of early economic lead will help out. And this Zealot harassment is pretty powerful, too, at this point.
The Zealot harass needs to do something, and the first Marine will be out at the same time the Zealot harass. He's going to have to do some tricky SCV micro here with this forward gateway, right? And, you know, he's going to show the Zealot. The second one's also on the way, so 2 Zealots here in total. And if he keeps the first one alive until the second one arrives, he's going to have to do some crazy micro. Might even need to put a bunker up here.
Yeah, he's going to be delaying that 3rd barracks at the very least. And yeah, he's going to need a lot of Marines and SCVs together to kind of deal with 2 of these Zealots.
You basically need 3 SCVs to kill 1, or rather 3 Marines to kill 1 Zealot if you're going to do Marines alone.
Ooh, not a good place for the Marines to be. I guess he's just buying time right now. Probe's going to go down.
Trying to focus it down, and he does get it. These 2 Marines are very low. One more hit will do it. Marine does go down. Second Zealot is in the main base now.
Yeah, he's going to have to use SCVs now.
Ooh, I like this. Nearly scouting that Nexus. If he goes for that gold, he'll find it.
He sees. Oh, man, he's not actually checking.
Meanwhile, some more SCVs going down here. Zealots have not yet died either.
Still, you know, this is not too much damage for Flash. He can kind of weather the storms. He's going to have that early command center with double mules. And a lot of Marines behind this.
SOS needs...
Oh, he sees it.
He needs a Mothership Core. A Mothership Core will help him defend this Nexus
He
easily.
has to have one. He needs that to defend. If he doesn't have that, then these Marines will get into a number so big that he can crush it.
That is exactly why he's making that right now. Also making Stalkers. He's already got one out on the map. Going to have a second one to kite these Marines coming across. Of course, with the build that Flash did go for, Stim is going to be a lot later than it would have been.
If Flash just continues to rally Marines over here with this late Mothership Core, I think this base just cannot be held, right? He's going to bunker it with these SCVs.
Whoa. He could bunker it from behind. You know, he could just stop mining for it completely.
Oh, your mind moonlit is so dirty.
Oh, dude.
He's like really delaying this actually, though. I'm really worried about this. He needs to find the damage now. He's not even rallying.
With 2 Stalkers out here as well.
Yeah.
It could have been... I feel like he could have actually held this off, especially with the Mothership Core coming across.
5 gates coming up now, though, and now Flash is going to be the one who needs to put some bunkers up. He doesn't have Stim. He doesn't have anything.
Yeah. Well, this is the build. This is where all those extra minerals are going, of course. There's no way he was going to just expand back into a 3rd base unless... Well, I guess that would almost never happen anyway if you are going for this kind of gold base on this map.
It's really a 2-base sort of build, I guess you'd have to say. He's really looking for the aggression with that extra mineral boost.
Maybe he'll just... Well, there's going to be no blink on the map, of course. He's just going to go straight up gateway pressure, as many gates as possible.
Flash is going to see this, but he should already know.
Oh, man, yeah, he sees it all.
His bunkers are so late. His bunkers are so late, though. He's in so much trouble already. The warp-ins are happening. He needs to get these up. He needs, like, more than 3 bunkers. He needs, like, 5 bunkers if he's going to hold this push. With this many gateways, it's going to be all Zealots. He needs a wall this. He needs, like, 2 more bunkers. I don't think 3 is going to be enough.
No, not if they get targeted down before they finish it. Awkward place for Flash to be.
Got to target down those SCVs, though, and there he goes. A couple of force fields coming down here. Not so bad. Going to capture some of these, but the bunker does get up. Where's the repair? He's pulling the SCVs now.
Oh, my God.
He needs more force fields on these SCVs. The bunkers are just going to finish. The force fields work against the Zealots here. Now he's going to have 2 bunkers. Well, the Sentry's getting low as well, but this push is not over. He's got so much more money to continue Zealot warp-ins with.
Stim nearly finished as well as more Marauders come out. This is a pretty hard place for SOS to be. He's either going to find the attack in the... he's going to find the win in the next attack, or he's just going to be running out of time here.
He needs to use consistent force fields. The other scary thing is not only the Stim, but Medivacs are about to come out here as well. He needs to have perfect force fields in order to burst these bunkers down and take the win.
Maybe once this bunker's finished, it's going to be that much harder. So long as Flash has SCVs in place...
Yeah, he's going to need the perfect force fields, maybe a couple of time warps down here as well.
Oh, he's moving all the SCVs back. He's being a little greedy here. He scouts it. He better get those SCVs up there now.
Oh, man, very late on those SCV pulls. There's a lot of Zealots here. They get a good surround on that first bunker. The SCVs doing what they can. There's not a lot of Stalkers for burst. The Zealots are doing their job there. There's another time warp going down. A huge warp in the Zealots behind this. Flash trying to hold on, and he will for now with Stim completing.
Stim does complete, and he barely saves that second bunker from going down with a really nice repair. Flash, though, he is losing a bunch of SCVs. He doesn't have enough down here for the next attack.
Yeah, he's only at 22 SCVs right now. He's got to keep them all off the mineral line as well.
He's so hesitant as well. He started a bunker, canceled it. He wanted medevacs out. He only squeezes one medevac out. He's really trying to even get combat shields. Look at this Zealot sneaking around the back.
Coming in here, he needs the force fields, get some really nice ones there. The repair isn't really coming in here. He needs to focus on that bunker, and there it goes.
Yep, looks like the bunker to the top will finish, but I think it might be just a bit too late. The stim, though, continuing to do a lot more damage. SOS, the huge weapon behind this. And
he just doesn't have enough units. He doesn't have enough health on those units. It looks like SOS is actually going to win this game. Unbelievable.
Barely closing it out there. Such a close defense, but Flash really just running out of SCVs.
GG. There you go. I mean, Flash responding wrong both ways, I feel. Not pressuring the gold base early enough upon scouting it, and then upon seeing that there was no nexus at the natural, the only thing that could happen is a big gateway push, and he didn't add the bunkers until after he physically saw them. In which case it was much too late. The early damage, the early SCV kills in that first fight were way too much. He didn't have enough SCVs to follow up. He didn't have enough money to keep making units. He was like, all right, I got to get combat shields and medevacs and the reactor down for my starport and get enough Mirage out to hold this. This wasn't going to happen.
A little too greedy there, I got to say. Well, now the question is, who comes out for KT to try and put a nail in this coffin today?
You don't want to give SOS 2 in a row. You don't want to give any player really any momentum. Who's going to be the best pick here for this map? They do have a lot of options.
They got some very good options. I mean, they could throw out TY if they wanted to. They could give Life a run. It is Cactus Valley, the next map after all.
I like TY. No SOS shenanigans going to break his shield, his defense, and I feel like Zest is the worst pick. I'd rather see Super than Zest going into a PvP on this map versus SOS.
Well, there's also stats. I think stats would be the choice.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, I think if you're going to use stats, you might want to use them a little bit later. But I guess the order doesn't really matter as much as the maps matter, right?
It's just the maps.
It's all about the maps.
And a mirror match, I mean, always going to be fairly easy on any map.
It's going to be Cactus Valley into Bonnie Research Station into Echo again for the last map.
I think maybe they could save TY for like Bonnie. Maybe it is actually going to be a PvP unless Life wants to come out. And Life hasn't been looking very strong at all.
What do you guys think of it? Do you think Life is a good idea?
I think stats.
Stats?
Like stats, TY, Zest as your next three?
Yep. I'm going...
Instead of Life?
I'm going Zest... I mean, sorry, TY, stats, Zest on my prediction.
Well, I wasn't really saying my order. I was just saying like the three players that were coming out.